Now our next question is practice set 3.4, question number 5, and the part is prove that any rectangle is cyclic quadrilateral. Any rectangle is cyclic quadrilateral. Now in this case I have drawn a rough diagram of rectangle over here so that we can discuss about nomenclature and complete the part. Let us say I am going to call this rectangle as ABCD. Now if it is a rectangle, we have three type of a property. First, its opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are congruent. Its opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, and their diagonals are bisector of each other. And the main part that required over here, in rectangle every angle is a 90 degree. Means logically you can say that if it is a rectangle, then angle A, angle B, angle C as well as angle D, all angles are of 90 degree. Now if all angles are 90 degree, we can have a part, their opposite angle addition is 180, their opposite angle addition is 180, and now we are using it. As it is a part of a proof, we are going to write in the form of given to prove and proof. So the part is, it is a numerical based on prove that. So the first part over here, given. As per diagram, that what we drawn, ABCD is rectangle. So ABCD is rectangle. Naturally we can say that angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D, all are 90 degree. Angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D, all are equal, and that is nothing but 90 degree. Now what exactly we have to prove? Any rectangle is cyclic quadrilateral. Means you have to prove that ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. Means to prove ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral, that we have to prove over here, ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. Now a part of proof. So the part proof, here the first part is, from the diagram itself only, angle A plus angle C is 180 degree. I would write angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degree plus 90 degree, and that is nothing but 180 degree. As we are discussing this property of ABCD, so in a proof I am going to write in rectangle ABCD. In rectangle ABCD, angle A plus angle C, that is 90 plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. I want to write that equation number 1. Definitely by angle addition property. By angle addition property. Now second part, same angle B plus angle D. Therefore angle B plus angle D is equal to 90 plus 90, and again that become 180 degree. I am going to give it as equation number 2, and again for upstairs by angle addition property. Now here, first pair, that is angle A plus angle C, opposite angles of rectangle, their addition is 180. Next angle B plus angle D, again these are opposite angle, their addition is 90 plus 90, 180. Means if opposite angles are supplementary, then that quadrilateral must be cyclic, or you can say that quadrilateral means rectangle must be cyclic. Therefore ABCD, which is a rectangle, ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. And for this part you can say that converse of cyclic quadrilateral property, converse of cyclic quadrilateral. And in this way, with a systematical manner, you can complete this numerical. This numerical is comparatively small, but concept is most important. Hello student, now in practice set 3.4, question number 6 and the part is altitude yz and xt of triangle wxy intersect at P. Prove that first part is WZPT is cyclic and second part point XZTY are concyclic. If you are going to observe the question over here in terms of a diagram, they have given triangle WXY in which XT is one altitude means perpendicular on WY and YZ is perpendicular means altitude on WX. When both altitude we are drawn over here, they get intersect each other at point P. Now we have to prove that WZPT is cyclic. So here WZPT is cyclic and second point XZTY are concyclic. Point XZTY are concyclic. Now when we are going to prove that part, you cannot understand directly from this diagram. So I am going to draw two breakup of this diagram as per first and second. You can easily understand that part. As we have seen about structure of triangle WXY over here, specific portion that is WZPT that I have drawn separate. Why? Let me clear. If you observe the diagram WZPT, here this Z means YZ is perpendicular to WX given by them. Naturally, if first angle is a 90, its adjacent angle is also 90. Similarly, if XT is perpendicular to WY, first angle is 90, its adjacent is also 90. Now, I am going to make same copyright over here, Z and T. Here Z is 90 and here T is 90. If you observe this quadrilateral WZPT, here Z and T are opposite angles of each other, and in this case 90 plus 90 means their addition is 180 degree. If opposite angles are supplementary, then WZPT is cyclic quadrilateral. In this way we are going to prove the part. So observe the writing part, and the part is our first target WZPT is cyclic, that we are going to prove over here, and the part is first here as per the part, as YZX, as angle YZX is equal to 90 degree, comma, therefore angle YZW is equal to 90 degree and the region become linear pair. Similarly, I am going to write XTY, angle XTY is equal to 90 degree. Automatically XTW, angle XTW is equal to 90 degree. For both the part, reason is linear pair of angle. Now, from this part, I am going to write in WZPT. So, our quadrilateral WZPT. So, a second part. In quadrilateral WZPT. In quadrilateral WZPT. First, angle WZP plus angle WTP. Angle WZP plus angle WTP, that is equal to 90 plus 90. So it become 90 degree plus 90 degree, and this addition become 180 degree. In short, also you can write Z and angle D, means you can also write here just only angle Z plus angle T. Now these are opposite angle of quadrilateral and their addition is 90 plus 90 become 180. If opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, then that quadrilateral is called as cyclic quadrilateral. So we can have, therefore, WZPT quadrilateral WZPT is cyclic. And reason? As opposite angles are supplementary. As opposite angles are supplementary. Now, in this way we have completed first part. Now student, as I have completed first part over here, I am going to erase it and I am going to solve second part. Now student, we have to prove that point X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. Point X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. Point X, Z, T, Y are concyclic. If you want to prove concyclic, I have taken this diagram outside. X, Z, T, Y over here. Now, in this case, we know one theorem that if two angles are formed having starting and end point, that is the same line XY. X is a starting point and Y is the end point. And both the angles form on the same side and they are equal, then all four vertices must be concyclic or must be lie on circumference of circle. Here X, Z, Y is 90. X, T, Y is also 90. Means towards at the same side of a line, both the angles are congruent. Definitely we can prove it as concyclic. So the part is, here first of all I am going to start part from angle. Angle XZY. From diagram, angle XZY. Angle XZY is equal to angle XTY. Angle XTY, and that is equal to 90 degree. This is given to us, so given. Next, angle XZY and XTY are on the same side of line XY, and here also angle XZY and angle XTY lies on same side of line XY. You can say line XY or segment XY, meaning remains same. As both angles are congruent and both lie on the same side, then naturally points X, Z, T, Y, there must be a circle passing from them. Therefore, a circle must passes from all 4 points that is X, Z, Y, T, Y, X, Z, T and Y, and definitely we can say that. Therefore, point X, Z, T, Y, therefore points X, Z, T, Y are concyclic points. And in this way, you can complete your proof. Hello friends, continuation with the last numerical, and the part is, here we are in practice set 3.4, question number 7, and the part is, if major arc NS is equal to 125 degree, major arc EF is equal to 37 degree, find the measure of angle NMS. Let us try to understand the diagram over here. They have given two secants. One is nothing but MN and next is MS. Here this MN touches the circle in 2 points E as well as N, and this MS is also touches the circle in 2 points F and S. and both the chords or secants intersect outside the circle, and their part is, if major arc NS is 125, they have given NS, this value, as 125 degree. Next, major arc EF 37, this EF, this is given over here as 37. Then find the angle of NMS. NMS means we are interested to find this part. One by one I am going to write the data and complete it. So the first part is, from given diagram, they have given first value, major arc NS, major arc NS 125 degree. Next, major arc EF 37. Next, coming to the part over here. Now, these lines intersect outside the circle, and if they are intersect outside the circle, then formula for that angle is half of major arc minus minor arc. So according to that part, major angle NMS. So here both the chord intersect, or you can say chords intersect outside the circle. Outside the circle. Therefore, the part is angle NMS, major angle NMS is equal to half of major arc NS, major arc NS minus major arc EF, major arc EF. Now, making simplification of that, and the part is equal to half of major arc NS, that is 125, and minus EF, that is 37, means it become 125 minus 37 degrees. Now simplification, here half of 5 minus 7 or 15 minus 7, that become 8, and 3 plus 1 4, 12 minus 4 means 8, means half into 88, and that value become 44 degrees, and that is the value of major angle NMS. And in this way you can complete your respective numerical. Student, remember, whenever such a chords intersect outside the circle, value of that angle which is formed outside the circle is half of major arc minus minor arc. Hello friends, now we are in practice set 3.4, question number 8, and the question is, chord AC and DE intersect at B. If angle ABE is 108 degree, major arc AE is equal to 95 degree, find major arc DC. Let me clear the same part in terms of diagram. There are circle and chord AC and chord DE intersect each other at B. Here, if angle ABE is 108 degree, means angle ABE, they have given this angle and its value is 108 degree. Major arc AE is 95 degree. Major arc AE 95 degree. Then find the value of major arc DC. Then find the value of major arc DC. Means we are supposed to find this length in terms of arc. So question is over here. Now we know that there are two chords intersect inside the circle. Two chords intersect inside circle. And we are already given angle ABE. In this case, we know the formula for that. First of all, I'm going to write the data and doing the calculation over here. So the part is AC and DE, chord AC and chord DE intersect inside the circle. Therefore, we have a part in terms of formulae. As both the chords intersect inside the circle, then we have a standard formula, that is either angle ABE or you can say DBC. Anyway you can use angle ABE. Therefore, major angle ABE is equal to half of, here half of first arc plus second arc, that is arc AE plus arc DC, half of major arc AE plus major arc DC. Now we have to perform calculation for that part, and step by step we are getting an answer over here. Major arc ABE, major angle ABE, this value is 108 degree. So 108 is equal to half of major arc AE. Major arc AE is given 95 degree plus major arc DC. Now this 2 is divided by, goes to that side. This 2 is divided by, goes to this side. Divided by get converted into multiply. So 2 into 108. So 216 is equal to 95 plus major arc DC. Now shifting this 95 over here, and a part is 216 minus 95 is equal to major arc DC. Therefore, major arc DC is equal to 216 minus 95. 216 minus 95. So 6 minus 5, that become 1, and 21 minus 9, that become 12. So it become 121 degree, and this is our main answer. And in this way, we can solve entire part. Student, please be careful about this formula when we are going to use it. हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस देख रहे हो और आपको ये वीडियोस पसंद आते हो तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नीचे दिए हुए बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। साथ में अपने फ्रेंड्स और ग्रुप, इसमें भी आप ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए ताकि नॉलेज ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बच्चों तक पहुँचे। अलग अलग टॉपिक के साथ मैं आपको मिलता रहूँगा। मैं आपका एसवी सर आगे आने वाले वीडियोज़ को बनाता रहूँगा और आप तक पहुँचाता रहूँगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।